What is good with y'all, man? So today we're going to be going over budget players that you could use with their power up. So let me explain this right. Basically, you know how you can get a guy's power up, upgrade him with training, but you don't have to actually max them out. That's basically what we're talking about here. There's a lot of players where you could do that, where you can get their power up for a relatively cheap price with your coins and not have to spend a whole lot of training to get him to a pretty decent card. So let's go ahead. We got a few guys right here. First up here we have Larry Zonk, and you're probably thinking, well, a fullback, but at the end of the day, you know, for some people fullback can be pretty important. You know, for me, a fullback means a lot, having a good fullback. I originally had CJ Ham, and I can tell you this, the guy didn't do a whole lot of blocking, but this card with Larry Zonka, get it powered up to, the card is already it's not even 3,000 coins to get the power up. All you need is 370 training, get him to an 85, and you're getting a fullback with 81 speed, 84 strength. The guy's got 86 truck, and hell, if you want to, you know, you could definitely give this ball, I would, you know, give the guy the ball in the red zone because he's probably not going to get tackled. So this is definitely a pretty, I would say, pretty good card. Actually, no, I said it was 370 training, my fault. It's 664 training, which still isn't that bad because you're getting a really good fullback for costing no coins. So yeah, Zonka is our first guy, but don't worry, it's gonna be a lot better ones than this. I just kind of wanted to show you guys one and kind of give it a little bit of a breakdown. Next up here we have Ed Reed. Now I do have to admit, for this one, this is probably the only one that's going to cost this much training. This is the only one that's kind of higher up class budget power up category. So basically you get Ed Reed's power up, it's going to cost you could probably get it for under 3,000, hell, barely 2,000. I would recommend powering him up to an 89 overall, which is going to cost you about 3,000 training, which I know, like I said, this one is a little upper. It's a little upper, you know what I mean, training cost, but it's not too bad. You're getting a 86 speed safety, which is not the worst. He's going to have 91 zone. And I can tell you this, Ed Reed, for me, he definitely reacts to shit. And I think for me, it's like 93 zone because chemistries are, you know, strategy cards or whatever. So yeah, this one is probably the only one that's going to cost this much training, but if you have the extra training lying around, it's definitely worth it. So you don't have to spend 300,000 coins just to get fucking you know, Ed Reed's actual card. So next up here we got offensive lineman, my fault, Big Q Quentin Nelson. Basically you want to get his power up, which it is gonna, it's a 10,000 coin power up, but it's not that bad, right? 10,000 coins, you could definitely probably snipe that for way cheaper than that. And it's going to cost you 684 training, because what you're going to want to do is power him up to an 85 overall. And I can tell you, this is literally actually who I have a left guard. He's going to have 87 strength, which is absolutely insane. He's going to have 85 run block, 80, like, just look at these blocking stats. I mean, these are kind of filthy, right? I mean, it's kind of nice. The pass blocking is a little bit lower, but it's fine because he's a guard, and usually guards, I think a guard's run blocking stats would matter a little bit more in my opinion than their pass blocking stats. The guy's a tank that you got to think 87 strength. That's definitely going to play a pretty huge factor. I would definitely recommend actually doing this guy for your left guard. This is actually what I did. I still have him just as an 85 powered up, and the guy blocks pretty goddamn well. Next up here we got David Johnson. So what we're gonna do is here we're gonna power him up to an 86 overall. His power up, it says, cost you about 3,000 coins. Once again, you could probably get that for lower than that, and it's going to be 1,000 training, which isn't too bad. And I think this is definitely going to be worth it, because you're going to get a running back with 86 speed, which is kind of nice, 87 excel. He's going to have 85 truck, 85 break tackle, 85 carrying, 87 juke, 82 spin. Not bad. 78 short route run. I mean, I'll be honest, this is I think this is definitely a move for anybody that wants a bigger running back that, you know, I mean, is going to be able to break tackles and all that stuff. I think this is definitely the way to go. I mean, only 1,000 training. Highly recommend him. We got another lineman here. We got Ryan Ramczyk. I think that's how you say his name. So basically we're gonna get his power up. It says it's about 9k. Pretty confident we can get that for about 7 to 8k. And we're going to power him up to an 85 overall, which is going to cost you 684 training. And it's not too bad. He's got 82 strength, which isn't the prettiest, but it's not too bad. His pass blocking is really nice. He got that 86 pass block, 87 pass block power, and 84 pass block finesse. He's a right tackle, so I think his pass blocking is a little bit more important than the run blocking, and the run blocking stats still aren't very bad. So his card is actually pretty nice. I mean, I think, you know, nobody wants to spend a whole lot on a lineman. You know, you get the power up for relatively decent price. If you got 600 training lying around, there you go. You got yourself a right tackle. So there's a lot of offensive linemen that you can, you know, kind of just, you know, get their power up and finesse it a little bit. When I say a lot, there's some. I mean, I don't want to say a lot, but there's a few guys, not a whole lot, but the guys that you can are definitely really nice. Next up here, we got Devonte Smith. So Devonte Smith's power ups going for about 7,000. I feel like on a good day we can get this for about 6,000 coins. What you're going to want to do is power him up to an 85 overall. It's going to cost you 684 training, and you're getting a receiver that's 6 foot tall. He's going to have 87 speed. He's going to have 83 short route run, 84 medium, and 82 deep. So overall, just really solid route running, some decent speed. He's also 6 foot tall, like I said. And this is actually what I did for the longest with Devonte. I actually had just got his power up, upgraded him to the 85, and I also had 25 eagles. So for me, he was really 88 speed, but I just kind of let him rock like that for a while. So this is not a bad option at all. You know, if you want to get a decent receiver, but you don't want to, you know what I mean, get a core gold with just speed. You want to get a guy with some decent speed and also some route running. Then here you go. I think Devonte Smith could be an option for you. Got another receiver here. We got Scary Terry Mclaurin. So Mclaurin's power up is literally just 2,000 coins. We're gonna upgrade him to an 84 overall, which only costs you 255 training. And once again, you're getting a 6 foot receiver. Kind of reminds you of Devonte a little bit. 6 foot receiver, 87 speed. He's gonna have 78 short route run, 79 medium with the 81 deep. So route running isn't as pretty, but his stats are still a lot more well-rounded than some of these other guys that are kind of like, you know, core goals that might have some nice speed to them. So, and this one is honestly one of the cheapest ones on here. I mean, if we're talking training-wise, he's only 255. Coin-wise, you can definitely probably get this card for under 2,000 coins. So, I mean, yeah, this is probably a big time budget beast for any of you guys out there. For our next one here, we have Dante Jackson. Now this one is a little bit of a weird one. So with this one, as you can see, the power up is very expensive. I would not say go out your way and buy this power up. Do not. If you just somehow pull this power up, or you get this power up for free, or somehow you get it for extremely cheap, I would recommend not paying, you know, 50-40k for this power up. Please do not do that. But if you can somehow get this power for very cheap or for free, then I would recommend upgrading him. All you got to do is get him to an 82 overall. It's only 115 training, and you actually will have to buy his 81 overall card, but it's very cheap. I checked the price, it was like 13,000, so it's not going to be that hard to get your hands on it. So I would just say, you know, because you're getting an 89 speed corner. His zone is very low. It's just strictly speed with this guy. So, you know, maybe if you're, I know some people out there, they actually use, I've went against some people also that use their slot corner. Maybe if you're a guy that likes to do that, you know what I mean? But like I said, this one, you don't really want to exactly actually buy this power because it's way too expensive at the moment. But, you know, if you can find an alternative way to get it, go ahead and do that, because you get a fast guy out there on the field. But yeah, that is pretty much it for budget players that you can power up. Now obviously, all you got to do is go on my head and you can look up any player and you can just check their stats there. As you can see what I just did, it's not really that hard. And a lot of legend cards that come out, there will be a lot of, you know, power up budget guys that are legends, just because they're higher overalls, and for some reason their power up just ends up being a pretty decent budget card. So always look at the legend cards when they come out. Take a look at them and see if you can budget them out. But tell them boys, that is pretty much gonna do it. I will be live on Twitch later tonight, playing some Madden 22. You guys already know it. So if you want to drop me a follow over there, the link to that is in the description. But till then, like, comment, subscribe, and your boy is out.